Hey you guys, it's Mandy. We're going to do a Firefly reading, and a Firefly reading is basically a general reading that illuminates the darkness about something. So this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, but it's kind of like where I just pull cards and whoever it's meant for is who it's meant for, okay? So don't try and fit anything into a box, but if the description sounds like you, then great. So I just got done with another Firefly reading. And it was so heavy. Oh my God, like I've never had a reading like that. So I just kind of wanted to clear the space and the energy and just kind of do something fun. And so I'm gonna do like a fun love reading. And yeah, to see what comes out for love as it's almost Valentine's Day. I already did a Valentine's Day reading, so it's not specific to Valentine's, but yeah, we'll just kind of see what comes out. So we are going to get started with, let's do some Taylor. I've missed my girl. All right, fireflies, let's see what all is coming out here. Spirit, what do we got for my fireflies in regard to love right now? What love message do you have coming out? Cardigan, beautiful, love it. I knew you were trouble. Uh-oh. And then Enchanted, beautiful. And on the bottom of the deck, Wonderland. Okay, I'm not gonna actually, you might want to listen to this one anyway. Taylor Swift, Wonderland, love that song. But that's a lot of cards. So, Cardigan, I Knew You Were Trouble, and Enchanted, one of my all-time Taylor favorites, Enchanted. Okay, so Cardigan, but I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all of my what ifs. The smell of smoke would hang around this long, 'cause I knew everything when I was young. I knew I'd curse you for the longest time, chasing shadows in the grocery line. I knew you'd miss me once the thrill expired, and you'd be standing in my front porch light. And I knew you'd come back to me, you'd come back to me, you'd come back to me, and you'd come back to me. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite. So this song is about someone leaving for thrills of the real world, thrills of another, and coming back and being like, you know what, I've experienced all the things, and guess what, you're my favorite. Which kind of, when I say it like that, feels like, oh, great. But in the song is actually, yeah, in the song, it's very comforting. You know, I feel like this horrible thing, and out of all the experiences in the world, you find me as the most wonderful experience. You know, like, I've traveled the world and I've, you know, been to Paris, and it's like, you're better than Paris, and it makes you feel like wonderful. I knew you were trouble. He was long gone when he met me, and I realized the joke is on me, because I knew you were trouble when you walked in, so shame on me now. Flew me to places I'd never been till you put me down. I knew you were trouble when you walked in, so shame on me now. Flew me to places I'd never been, now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. So somebody here in my Firefly group is going through it. There is something, maybe there's somebody that's kind of out and about in the world, has chosen other worldly adventures rather than you right now, and you're just like, oh man, like I knew to fall hard for this person. It was just the dumbest thing I could do. But then we have Enchanted, so maybe this is new love, maybe this is something here, but I love this song. It's so hopeful and so cute. Your eyes whispered, have we met? Across the room, your silhouette starts to make its way to me. The playful conversation starts, counter all your quick remarks like passing notes in secrecy. All I can say is, it was enchanting to meet you. I was enchanted to meet you. This night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonder-struck, blushing all the way home. I'll spend forever wondering if you know I was enchanted to meet you. And then, you know, because that's Wonderstruck and Wonderland, there's something very magical here. So I guess I will read this one too. Didn't they tell us don't rush into things? Didn't you flash your green eyes at me? Didn't you calm my fears with a Cheshire cat smile? Didn't all seem new and exciting. I felt your arms twisting around me. It's all fun and games till somebody loses their mind. Oh, darling, we found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it, and we pretended it could last forever. We found Wonderland, and I got lost in it, and life was never worse, but never better. So it's really interesting because we've got such juxtapositions here. Like, I knew you were in trouble and enchanted. They're two completely different energies. And so you might be feeling a bit Mad Hatter right now. You might be feeling like, you know, what the H, like, yeah, like just kind of going for something that feels so unsafe, like almost just kind of like going down the rabbit hole and just being like, all right, I guess I'm going in and doing this thing. I know you're trouble, but it was so freaking enchanting. So I don't know, I'm intrigued. Let's see what's going on here. Put Taylor away for now. Okay. So Spirit, what is going on for my fireflies? Okay, let's see here. I love when the Lovers comes out in a reading. It's all fun and games until somebody loses their mind. Am I right? And on the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. So we've got some major arcana here. Okay. There's some new adventure, some new relationship, new movement, new life happening. Okay, but then there's this regret, this loss, this sense of, you know, feelings being hurt, betrayal. It's like, oh my God, I was enchanted to meet you. I knew you were trouble. What was the other one? Cardigan. I don't know. But, okay, so we've got this Fool energy, this like meeting a new person, starting a new adventure, kind of coming out into the world being like, here I am, I'm ready for this, okay? But there's something here, which I'm intrigued to get into, that's like keeping us stuck, keeping us looking at the past. It's like we're supposed to start this new beginning, but we're so stuck on something that happened in the past. And this is like love, like the Lovers is, it's like, it's huge, like soulmate energy, but it also is a choice. And your person might be represented here by this Queen of Pentacles. And there's, you know, this choice that needs to be made, whether to not to mend this thing. Is kind of on you. We got the Chariot, I mean, which is very auspicious energy. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get more, because Major Arcana, it kind of spells out big life lessons rather than like little change. So we know that we're kind of stuck in the past a little bit here, or maybe there's some hurt, some wounding. Somehow we've been hurt emotionally, okay? And we're missing out on an opportunity because we're stuck in something, some kind of regret, some kind of loss, loneliness, despair. Queen of Pentacles, very grounded energy, somebody that is stable, you know, has a beautiful lifestyle, is a great partner, very solid, you know, has a beautiful home, you know, can do work-life balance, you know, grounded, practical, has created a beautiful life for themselves, has built a life, can co-create a life for themselves. And we got the Chariot card here, which is a very determined energy. It's about balance. It is about being driven toward an end goal to succeed. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles here, which represents some kind of mending, like a coming together of sorts. This is also could potentially represent a third party. Maybe that's the choice. Maybe we're choosing between two people. Let's get clarity on that. Spirit, clarify the Three of Pentacles for me, please. What's going on here? My fingers aren't working. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Okay, somebody is choosing between two people. It's almost like, or, okay, so I can read this two different ways. Choosing between two people. Okay, we've got this fiery, passionate, hot Queen of Wands energy, and then we've got this emotional, nurturing, maternal, beautiful Queen of Cups, creative energy over here. And then we've got this Wheel of Fortune, which is kind of like, could potentially be bad luck, karmic cycle, something. So it could be a cycling out of this person into this person, which is not how that sounded. Sorry, I've got such a potty mind. Okay. Sorry if there are any children watching. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay. Coming out of, so we have two options here. We either have options or we're coming out of this cycle into a new relationship. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Can I get the story on the Queen of Wands person, please? Do I want to take this? Let's see. I feel like the Queen of Wands may have been a cheater. So this isn't going to resonate for everybody, you guys, but this is how I'm reading it. So we've got the Emperor here, and we've got the King of Cups. Okay, so Emperor is very Emperor-like, very, well, I mean, it's all reversed. So this Emperor could have been like fairly maniacal, fairly like, you know, kind of, I want to say like big dick energy, like just, but like not in a fun way, like just kind of someone who's really full of themselves. Okay, and with this Queen of Swords here, I feel like there was some cold, detached, like, okay, so like here's the King of Cups here. King of Cups is full of emotions, master of his, like a very emotional person, but in a beautiful way. Like really brought feelings into the picture. And you guys, gender doesn't matter, okay? So just don't worry about the gender. Someone that was in it for feelings and thought it was the real deal, and then this cold-hearted Queen of Swords bitch ended up with this Emperor for whatever reason. And that is why we still got this energy. And that might be the I knew you were trouble. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Okay. What are the songs again? Okay. I knew you were trouble. Past energy. Okay, this past person. Someone has been cheating. I'm getting that song. Smoking out the window. Tiffany's. Oh my God, it's such a good song. Oh, that bitch got me paying her rent, paying for things, paying diamonds on her neck, diamonds on her wrist. Okay, yeah. So listen to that song, "Smoking Out the Window," of the Banzo, Bruno Mars and other people I can never remember. You knew your trouble. Got into something that wasn't great. Okay. I kind of knew it was, you were kind of playing with fire a little bit. Definitely got burned. Okay, you thought it was, could be something, and it wasn't. Okay, we denied our true feelings. Like there may have been like some self-betrayal here, like not, is this filming? Yes, okay. We may not have listened to our heart here. Even though we are an emotional person and we feel things very, very, very deeply, we may not have listened to our heart, and we may have picked a person that wasn't the best for us. Okay, so we've got this choice, like what is real? Who is my real soulmate? I have a choice to make. I want somebody, like this is the partner that you want. This is your ideal, Queen of Pentacles. Someone that is grounded, can build their own home, has their own money, is loving and nurturing, but also like has ambition and goals, but also knows how to like relax at home and just like enjoy life. But then we've got this, you know, Queen of Wands who probably is, you know, hot and fiery and probably like, you know, there was some spark there. And I don't typically get drawn to this cat, but like this kind of like black cat, it like almost reminds me of like a witch with her cat, and like kind of like she's dressed as this gorgeous Queen of Wands, but in all reality it's like, I'm a witch, and the cat's like meow. So like underneath the surface it's like, wow, that person was horrible, and that was a karmic cycle, and that person cheated, I believe. Take it how it resonates. It may not be the case for everybody, but that's what I'm getting here. And then we've got this Queen of Cups energy, which King of Cups and Queen of Cups is beautiful. Okay, so we're moving into this energy, okay? This cardigan energy, okay? And what I felt like was an old cardigan under someone's bed, like being cheated on, feeling this like like this depression. And it's interesting because there's 3 cups here. Okay, it's like third party relationship, and behind you it's like there's these 2 cups, and it's like these 3 have fallen, these 2 are still here. This is 2 of Cups in tarot is a soulmate energy, and if you go this way it's like soulmate energy, and then you can go back to your castle and enjoy your Queen of Pentacles. You know, but we're too stuck in the past, we're too stuck on this hurt of what this person did to us, and you know, you never want to rush anything if you know the healing hasn't been done. But basically, you know, what this is, this Queen of Cups energy, is, you know, somebody really being there for you, and you feeling like, holy crap, like I feel like the most beat up, worst case version of myself. And then, you know, you said I was your favorite, and that feels like, you know, I felt like I was a worthless, you know, piece of sweater in your grandmother's attic, and you said like, hey, I like that sweater. Nice sweater. So yeah, and then so maybe this is like a fresh start, this Fool energy. Okay, and it's kind of like, are you going to choose to stay in this horrible energy, or are you going to choose to move forward? Are you going to, you know, meet new love? Are you going to potentially meet this Queen of Cups? Maybe this isn't somebody that you know or you've met, but maybe this is like a new person. Maybe this is your hopes, your dreams. Or if it is a new person, potentially they could have a kid. The Queen of Cups is very maternal. There's this like little cherub here. There's a few little cherub. Maybe it's a person you want to start a family with. Okay. And then the Wonderland. So I feel like this kind of swirl of chaos. I mean, think about Alice in Wonderland and just how much of a nightmare it is. You know, it's like all magical and like, I'm big and now I'm small, I'm big and now I'm small, and off with her head. And like, there's so many like fantastical, amazing adventures, but at the same time, it just kind of feels like, you know, crazy energy. So this might all feel just like very overwhelming. Spirit, okay, what do you want next? What do you want next? What cards do I have here? These guys. I'm gonna have to read these because I don't know them that well. Okay, Spirit, for my fireflies. Guidance, direction, more information. Oh, got slobbered. Sorry. All right, well, that'll needs a wash. Sleeping Beauty's Dream. I wonder what that is. There aren't any reversals in this deck, just FYI. These all came out, so I guess we'll read them all. Okay. So we've got Sleeping Beauty's Dream. Don't know what the number is because it's covered in candle. 3. I I hope you guys can hear me. The heat turned on. I just noticed that the heat was on. Okay, soul journey, power of imagination, inner strength. We all know the story of Sleeping Beauty, who got pricked by a spindle and fell into a deep sleep. This card shows Sleeping Beauty asleep, her hair thick like thorns surrounding a castle. Imagine if your soul could wander while you sleep. What places and people would it visit? Envision what kind of journey you could have. Your soul is not tied to a certain place. It is able to tear down walls and scale a hedge of thorns. Like the bird Sleeping Beauty gently holds in her hand, your soul is ready to be freed and soar to all places in your dreams. So I'm getting a couple of things here. One is just this adventure of like, there's no blockages here. Like the blockages are all in your mind. It's all in believing in a past that you're no longer a part of, you know, that is no longer real because it's gone, it's over, and that is a choice that you have to make. But I'm also getting that you may have had dreams about this other person, and also just pay attention to your dreams. Spirit might be speaking to you through dreams. There might be messages, so have like a little notebook by your bedside. And if you don't remember any of your dreams, because I get that a lot in my readings, like, they're speaking to you through dreams, and I'm like, I don't remember a fucking dream. Then that's okay. Just like be open. Like before you go to sleep, be like, okay, Spirit, like I'm open to getting a message tonight in my dreams. God, you know, whoever you feel comfortable talking to, but just communicate with your guides and angels and let them know, like, hey, I'm open. Like I'm ready for it. White Rose of Hope. Hope, beacon, solution, beginnings. We see a woman dressed in a blue gown standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Darkness surrounds her, but a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost. Maybe she's uncertain about her feelings. Yet thanks to the light of the flower, she can find her way. White rose symbolizes hope, new beginnings, admiration, and young love. There are exciting times ahead. Beginnings. We've got the Fool. We've got Enchanted. Okay, Enchanted is like all about seeing somebody across the room at a party, being bored out of our mind, but when those eyes meet, it's like, oh, like the life just got interesting again. Okay, so there is some spark here. There is some hope. So trust it. Then we've got Day and Night. Sorry, I'm suck so bad at keeping my cards aligned. Uncertainty, fear, worries, decisions to be made. Follow your instincts. Okay? The girl we see on this card is holding the sun in her hands while the moon is at her back. She looks uncertain, as if she has a question in mind but does not know the answer. What is she thinking about? Is she afraid of the answer or the inward process to find it? Many of us struggle with making decisions, but where there is shadow, there is also light. After a dark night, there is always the light of the morning sun, warming the path we have chosen. This card reminds us that we already hold all the answers in our hands. We should trust our inner judgment and know we will be able to handle any situation. You guys, new beginnings are coming in, and Spirit wants you to shake the dust off of your past. Shake the dust of it. Like, shake it off, shake it off. Oh, I don't know why. Oh, that one didn't come out because I don't have that on a card. But yeah, it's the hope of a new beginning. Okay, there's new beginnings here. We're stuck in old energy, it sounds like. And then we've got Butterfly Garden. So many came out. I'm always surprised that they all resonate, but they do. Curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes toward the sky. On her head sits a butterfly, closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. So I feel like this is like, rather than being panicked about life, view life as curious and playful. It's very Wonderland energy. It's very like, I've got a butterfly in my head. Does it talk? It does talk. What does it want to say to me? Does it have a message? You know, just kind of being very playful and curious rather than like bogged down and burdened by your situation. And also to just be like gratitude, like being gratitude and present in your everyday moments, and to see life as possible and precious and joyful. See the magic in everything rather than you know, the heaviness of reality, you know, and the thing is, like, that reality is just a version. Like, it's not real. What is real is, you know, the magic and the beauty and the love and the gratitude of life. That is life. That's vitality. That's living. Anything that does not feel like that, that does not feel like a pumping blood flow, is not living. It's existing. It's surviving. And believe me, I have been there. I've done it. It sucks balls when you're on the other side of it and you're just like, oh God, why did I lose a decade of my life? But, you know, that's all of our own journey. I'm certainly not beating you up here. I want so badly for everyone to, I mean, it seems like this new beginning is so wonderful and magical, and is, you know, to feel like, to be loved as who you are, you know, as a piece of sweater from your grandmother's attic, and having somebody say, like, I like the smell of that sweater, you know, is a really special, safe, comforting, wonderful thing. And so, as your tarot reader, I like that for you. Okay, the perfect key. Happiness, encouragement, unlock feelings. This card shows a woman holding a key in one hand and a cage with a heart in it in the other. There is a bird sitting on the woman's shoulder, encouraging her to try different keys with his mouth. Yet the woman has already found the perfect fitting key. She can open the cage and open her heart. Sometimes life is only a search for the right key. There are so many things that are hard for us to approach. We can have trouble accessing our own feelings. Thanks to friends and family, there are people who can help us find the lost keys to our personal happiness. So she's got the key. We all have the key within us. We all have the answers within us. It's just kind of like doing the hard thing and unlocking our heart, and especially when feelings are involved. There's so much vulnerability there that is scary, you know? But Spirit wants you to be, oh, I got one more here. Spirit, was that one more? You know what? It kind of feels like it needs to be seen. Spirit wants more for you. Okay, sorry to read all these, so many of these, but okay, last one. Misdirection, misjudgment, fear of failure. Look at this young sailor stranded with his ship on top of a tall tree. He needs his anchor to help him get back down to earth. The card asks, how did the ship get there? This is such an unusual place for a seafaring vessel. At times we feel the same. That's so Wonderland energy of like, why did I just grow 15 stories? Now I'm small, you know. At times we feel the same. We find ourselves in situations we can't quite understand. Sometimes we feel we've made mistakes because our expectations are so high. We set ourselves up for failure. We either beat ourselves up over our performance, or we are so intimidated that we never even begin. Failure is a necessary part of success, as important to the journey as a rudder on a ship. So yeah, there's like a lot of regret, a lot of like beating ourselves up. I could have done things differently. Maybe we feel like we chose the wrong person. Maybe we're just kind of like missing opportunities because we're stuck in the past, but we're really beating ourselves up right now. And you guys, that's not the purpose. That's not the purpose of life, little ones. So, little ones. I don't know. There's been like a lot of inner child work this year, and that came out big time in my other reading, this little inner child. So maybe as well for you guys, you know, that our little inner children are just so hurt and wounded from past experiences. These guys want to come out. And can I just say, this Queen of Swords energy, Queen of Swords can be, like, especially when she's reversed, cold, detached, bitch energy, okay? This is a person that was never for you. Cold, maniacal bitch. That's just the energy, okay? Take it how it resonates. And definitely listen to Smoking Out the Window. Smoking out the window. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not making light of the situation at all. I don't know why I'm like, the past reading was so heavy and I just wanted to cry and bawl throughout all of it. And then this one, I'm just like, I don't know why. I'm sorry. I do not mean to dishonor any of you, or I absolutely take this seriously. I think, I don't know why. Too many. Okay, Spirit, what else here? Purpose, individuality, integrity, and compassion. Individuality, you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Purpose, you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. Integrity, you demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. And compassion, you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So I feel this sense of not going for the shiny thing. I'm almost getting like squirrel energy. Like not going for the shiny thing, not going for the quickest, easiest, easiest option. Not being distracted by fool's gold. Okay, because I feel like you're a deeply feeling person with this King of Cups energy. And again, like gender doesn't matter here. You feel things very deeply, and what you want is something that is equal, something that allows you to feel safe, something that allows you to be vulnerable. And I feel like there's really something like about your integrity here where it's like your actions need to be integral. If that's truly what your heart wants, then you need to act with integrity to bring that into your life. You need to be integral to attract integral. Integrity for integrity. And part of your purpose is to love. This is a pile that feels things very deeply, that has really, really, really big hearts. King of Cups is like the master of heart and emotion. It's part of what makes you special and unique. For some of you, you might actually be attracted to the other reading that I did. That was very heavy. And acting from a place of compassion rather than hurt and anger and, you know, what's that other song I'm just channeling to? I've got one coming over and one right now. One coming over and one right now. It's kind of like going all Quentin Tarantino, like you did this with those people, so I'm gonna do this with these people, but kind of like balance and justice, you know, as Quentin Tarantino movies seem to do sometimes, where it's like I want 1,000 Nazi scalps, you know, justice for justice. Although that's not justice, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, living like a compassionate life rather than reacting out of hurt and anger and wanting justice and wanting, you know, our karmics always get, when I say karmics, like a karmic relationship, something that gives us karma, teaches us karma, karma that, you know, we have to go through to, you know, move on in our lives. Just like, you know, potential people that come into our lives, even soulmates sometimes, can be karmic relationships that like don't work out because of who we are at the time. We attract who we are, not what we want. So if you are you know, coming into relationships with this like Queen of Swords energy, this is who you're going to get as well. And you might be someone that is kind of, you know, King of Cups, but like on the inside, but on the outside, maybe like if you're wearing some kind of false mask, if you're not being integral, maybe you're just going for the shiny thing. Whoever's around at the time. Getting your rocks off rather than like having something real and substantial. Getting your rocks off. Does anybody say that anymore? So yeah, okay. What else here, Spirit? These guys. Why these cards? What's going on here? Commitment. Okay, this is a lot, but we'll take them all. Just kind of get the general energy. Got prosperity on the bottom of the deck, which happened last time too. Commitment, blessings, manifestation, financial health, healing. So for some of us, what we really want is commitment. What we really want is like something real, substantial. You know, these are two little lovebirds that are tying the knot in the shape of a heart. For some of you, you might actually like want marriage. And maybe you're not a person that ever thought that they wanted marriage or ever wanted to commit. Maybe you've always, you know, been a chaser, like playgirl, playboy, you know, playboy? Is that the phrase? Fuck boy, fuck girl. That's what I was thinking. But ultimately, I feel like you want commitment. And Spirit's like, bless, you know, like there are blessings here for you. If you're willing to be naked and vulnerable, I mean, if you allow things to be fully illuminated here, if you allow yourself to be integral, if you allow yourself to see the truth of who you are, see the truth of the situation, see the truth of what you really want, to stop lying to yourself, to go toward the light, to see the light, to allow what is not illuminated to be illuminated. It's like you have the key, you have the answers. You know within you what the answer is, and I feel like some of us are fighting it here because we are still healing. And that's okay. Like, healing takes time. Like, don't let anybody rush you, but make sure that this is active participation, that this just isn't like a stagnation. Okay, if we are an active participant in our healing, beautiful. We can move forward. It doesn't honestly take that long to heal. If we're active about it, you'd be surprised how quickly. I mean, healing can take, you know, like a decade, 20 years, like never, like a lifetime. But things in our lives can change and shift dramatically very quickly just by starting to do some healing work, starting to do some meditation videos on YouTube, starting to do a little bit of journaling, starting to do a little bit of shadow work, starting to spend some time more time out in nature, starting to pray a little bit more, starting to be more mindful about our day. Okay, it's not like you need hours, like 8 hours of these things and 26 years of therapy. It can just be showing up for yourself, coming back to a sense of ourselves. When we take time to just like sit in stillness and in quiet and honor that, honor ourselves, honor our time, it's amazing what we hear. Manifestation. You can manifest anything you want, you guys. This full energy. You can manifest anything. You want a new beginning? You want a new journey? You want real, authentic, major arcana love here? Make the choice to honor yourself, to manifest what you want. In financial health, I feel like the more healing you do, the more you let your guard down and allow your real self to be revealed and seen. The more you honor all that's hidden, the more you stop chasing what's easy and expected and potentially like normal in society, and going for what feels good, feels right, feels noble, feels true, feels integral. That's going to affect your finances. I feel like you changing who you are, like Spirit's going to bless that in a big financial way. Interesting. What do we want next? Sorry, I'm just taking a look at the decks that I have. Crystal cards. Spirit for my fireflies. What else do you need them to know? Okay, I'm just going to take this because it was on the top and it flipped out like a home. Very strong feelings here. What is your sense of home? Creating a sense of home in yourself. Also, creating a home that you want to live in. Creating a home with a person who makes you feel at home. What makes you feel safe and secure? Who makes you feel safe and secure? You know what? I will take these. Compassion, again. Didn't we get compassion? Or was that in my last pile? No, yeah, we did get compassion, the heart. Okay, you got compassion twice. And kunzite, children. Okay. So home. For some of you, you might be married to this person that cheated. For some of you, this is creating home within yourself, or it could be all these things. Creating home in yourself, discovering what feels like home for you, who feels like home for you. Some of you, this might be like just resting at home, taking it easy, like relaxing a little bit. But ultimately, rutilated quartz is root chakra energy. So it's all about like what makes us feel safe and stable. We've got 2 root chakras here. This one's all chakras, and this is a throat chakra. Speaking your truth, expressing your feelings, expressing your truth. Zebra stone, compassion. Compassion for yourself, compassion for others. I feel like this is seeing things from a different perspective. Trusting that maybe how we've heard things isn't necessarily the only truth that there is. That how our version is just one version. Spirit, I want to get some clarity on compassion. Why is compassion here? What can you tell me about compassion? That is a million. Why is compassion compassion here. The Fool card again. Cool. Compassion. So we want to start this new journey, right? And it's interesting, this is Forrest Gump. Like, I was running. There's something here about I feel like he was just like existing through his life and all these crazy experiences happen. But in many ways, he was also running from his pain, I feel like, if I remember correctly. Like, all he ever wanted was Jenny, but he just didn't know what else to do, so he just kept running, or he just kept, you know, doing the next adventure, the next adventure. So I feel like part of this is like not timing out and like not escaping. And that if we're going to take on this new Fool energy, to go after what really excites us, inspires us, what is integral, what is real, rather than try to avoid. And he, you know, had some pretty interesting adventures, but at the end of the day, life was meaningless without Jenny. So I feel like there's a lot of things that we are distracting ourselves, using as distractions. And here it's like we want to build something. We want to build a legacy. 10 of Coins is kind of having it all. Legacy, you know, partner, kids, dogs, a lot of money. And then we've got like 2 manifestations. Like, I feel like we might be, there might be a need for compassion because we have to take some kind of time out right now. We want to build, we want to go, we want to do this thing, we want to create this whole life, this existence. And for whatever reason, there's this timeout that needs to happen. And you might be mad at somebody because of it, or with children here, okay, so for some of you, I'm getting, you know what you want, you want to start this new journey, but there's something going on with children, like maybe if you are going through like a divorce, or if you're married and this person cheated and you're in this situation, and it's like, how do I, this is a really specific reading tonight, how do I can't get out of the situation, like something's keeping you stuck and it's making you really angry, and you may not be acting in your best self. Okay, you may not be acting integrally. You might kind of be existing in your life, escaping, numbing, whatever, just to kind of get through the situation. And Spirit wants you to have more spark. Spirit wants you to come alive. Spirit wants you to believe in new beginnings, to not feel stranded. Spirit wants you to know like you have the answers within you to change the situation. But for some of you, children might be involved. So that's where the compassion is needed. Past life patterns. So sometimes when I get this card, this often reminds me of like, this is for like deeply feeling people. I feel like people that come into the world feel things very, very deeply. And it's just like, you know, when someone says something to us or when we experience something, it feels so painful. And it's not necessarily because what we're experiencing is that painful. It's because of past life pain that's also been brought over, or maybe like patterns of past life stuff. So like after, you know, generation after generation after, you know, like whatever lifetimes we've lived, that sometimes we'll carry residual energy with us, so that if we're already feeling things very sadly when we come into this world, and then we get obliterated a little bit more, those things feel even heavier. It feels like the end of the world. So Spirit's like, they want you to recognize this. And, you know, if you can do like a past life regression, you know, therapy session or meditation, like that might be really, really helpful for you. Finally, we have Larimar, which is all about, like, is a stone for going with the flow. Just, you know, it's a water stone. It's flowing. So, you know, rather than kind of be unbalanced and feel unhinged, Spirit really wants us to like flow. And there's something about speaking like beautifully, flowingly, you know, expressing our feelings, expressing how, you know, like we may be lashing out right now. We might not be acting in our best sense, you know, speaking integrally. We want to express ourselves in a way that feels good, in a way that is honorable. So keep that in mind as well. Anything else, Spirit? Getting tired, you guys. Yeah, I think just a mermaid card. You know what? Let's see what comes out here, and then we'll do a mermaid card. And I think that's it. Maybe a heart card. Honor your feelings. King of Cups, energy. You feel things very deeply. Don't stuff them down and escape through a bunch of experiences, through a bunch of shiny things. Feel your feelings. Honor them. Know what you truly want, or you'll get more of the same. Know your worth. We attract what we are. Okay, you don't deserve. You don't deserve falsity, fake things. You deserve something real, something honorable, something that is ride or die, you know? And this is first quarter moon in Pisces, new moon in Taurus. You could be Pisces, Taurus. You don't have to be, but I like to mention that just in case. Push through any insecurity. So, I mean, for those of you who have actually been cheated on, that can like totally F with you, for sure. Okay? And you know, you feel worthless. You feel like the sweater on the ground. And you have a lot of feelings about that. And Spirit's asking you to to honor them, to cherish them, to heal them, to work with them, to hold space for them. And then any insecurities you have moving forward, like push through them. It's okay to have them. That's humanity. No one's asking you for perfection. Nobody's asking you to be perfect. They're just asking you to do the brave thing, which is honor yourself. This is first quarter moon in Cancer. So Cancer, Taurus, Pisces. A lot of water energy here. Water. So again, that flow with life. This might be a pile that tends to like they tend to cling on to a way of doing things. Ow. How do I get these without hurting myself? Spirits, are there anything here on these heart cards? Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Okay, so sometimes not everything is easy and our partners aren't always what we expect. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. That is this card exactly. Where'd it go? Oh my gosh. I'm such a mess over here. The perfect key, right? You have the answers. You have the key. You're holding the key to unlock your heart. It's right here. Okay, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Then we've got look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Honor your feelings. Why do you feel the way that you do? Is it real? Is this a story you've made up? Is it... Do you even care at the end of the day? Do you care about the person that cheated on you? Or do you just want to win? Is your ego just bruised? Did it actually hurt you very deeply? Like, I honestly, like, this is no judgment here. It's just look inside yourself, find out why you're feeling that way. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So, like, you might just be wallowing in this pain for some of you. Okay? That spirit doesn't want that for you. I don't want that for you. Nobody wants that for you. Maybe the bitch karmic, she might want that for you, but tell you what, you guys, I'll put her in my trunk, okay? And again, like, gender doesn't matter. It could be a him, and he could be a giant asshole dick face. Put him in my trunk. Okay. Close your eyes and tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Something resonated with that, and now I don't remember because I've got a million cards here. Okay, take that how it resonates. Let's see if there's one more in here. Anything else in here, Spirit, for my fireflies? Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. I feel that so strongly. And then surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Heal the past. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I've been getting that a lot lately. And when we choose the brave thing and move forward, it feels freaking awesome. And it's so much easier to surrender when we begin taking those baby steps. Because those little tiny baby steps become bigger steps, and then gets the snowball rolling. And when that snowball, becomes bigger and bigger, it's so much easier. Like, life becomes exciting and hopeful and real again. And it's just so much easier to surrender all the bullshit of the past. And you end up looking back a month later and you're like, why the fuck did I waste all that time? But, that it's all for life lessons. This one was totally sitting out on its own. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So maybe, when we're stuck in the past, there's such an inability to move forward, but like this potential new relationship is something that, or potential new love could actually be very healing. Sometimes relationships, we don't have to be completely whole or perfect or complete, to be worthy of a relationship. You just can't show up to a relationship unwilling to work on anything and unwilling to take a real look at yourself, because you'll just, it won't work. But
Love yourself first. Okay, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, when we have been cheated on, when we, and you know, maybe that's not for everybody, but when things have happened that, when we've been, you know, deceived or betrayed, even in ways that aren't with other people, you know, it can be very painful, and we can lose ourselves in the process. So make sure we're taking time to really heal and loving ourselves first, taking all that time for self-love. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You deserve to feel joyful in this moment, right now, watching this video, or watching TV later, or sitting in your room by yourself. Like, you deserve so much, my little fireflies. Retreat with that Hermit card reversed. Okay, the Hermit's all about going within, taking the time out to reflect, and we don't want to, because we just want, it's almost like we just want the new love. We just want it to like fulfill us and make us and complete us, and we want it, and you know, it'll be amazing, and I'm really attracted, so let's do this thing. And Spirit's like, you gotta retreat, bud. We have to love ourselves. We have to heal a little bit first. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So for some of you, you might feel like, so I'm going to do two things here. This might either be your past person where, you know, they cheated on you eventually, or this could be you believing that this person, that someone new could possibly love you. Okay, because after going through all of you've been through, which is a lot, it's so painful that it's sometimes hard to believe that we could be lovable. It's like, that person didn't love me. Like, what makes me, you know, like I'm just a wet mop. And then worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Divine timing, divine timing, divine timing. I know you want to rush it, you want to prolong it, you want to move it along. Let's do some messages from your person, and then we'll wrap it up. And then I just got that other Bruno Mars song. What you doing? Where you at? You got plans? No, don't say that. So I feel like that's potentially like new energy, you know? You know, feeling really good about something new. So I want you to like feel hopeful about that. And I also don't want to set my cards on fire. So you guys, these messages may not pertain to everybody, okay? Some of them are very specific, so take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? Because when it's a general reading, you know, there's lots of energy, lots of different people watching this, you know. Not everybody can have, you know, dark eyes and blonde hair or whatever. Messages from their person, Spirit. You guys, I want you to be really gentle with yourselves, okay? I want you to, like, the honoring your feelings, like, I feel that. I'm like, I feel like a lot of fatigue, a lot of, that's too many. I feel like a lot of, just kind of like a boredness, but also just like, not like it's a hopelessness, but it's more like, it's just like a stuck hopelessness, like a, just like a fatigue. It's like when you're going through the motions, when you're so tired, it's like you're just going through the motions. Okay, that's like a million. I'm just going to get a couple more. Wow, I feel like this person has a lot to say. Spirit, can I just get a couple more? The final. Okay. So on the back of the deck, we've got, there's not a moment of the day you aren't in my heart, soul, and thoughts. So what you want wants you. On the back of this deck, do you love me too? I'm so confused. So it sounds like there's some clarity that needs to happen here. We have, how could you do this to us? So sometimes these messages are hard. Maybe I shouldn't have done the messages. Yeah, take it how it resonates, you guys. Every situation is going to be different. For some of you, you haven't even met new love yet. For some of you, yeah, like there might be somebody new in the picture. This could be your energy. Sometimes when we try and get messages from our person, it's our energy that comes out, okay? So take these how they resonate. I'm afraid I won't be a good mom or dad to your kids, or what if they don't like me? When I'm around other people, I always wish you were there. I'm so unbelievably sorry I hurt you. You are my true beloved. I'm having a spiritual awakening, coming into my power. I'm coming into my power. I know you'd be there for me in sickness and in health. I've cried over you. My secrets aren't as bad as you think. Sometimes I'm at a loss for words because I just love you that much. Everybody wants me. I could have anybody, but I want you. I don't understand why you just can't communicate, why you can't just communicate. I have so much regret for my actions. I've moved on. You should too. Please disconnect from me. Your energy is too intense and I can't right now. I look at the stars and talk to you, hoping you can hear me. I'm releasing my old baggage to come back. I'm serious about you. I secretly have a crush on you. I love your heart, not your money. Stop trying to impress me. And my family loves you. I hear you, Candle. Okay, so take those how they resonate, you guys. This could be your energy. This could be your person's energy. This could be your other potential person's energy. Okay, so, but somebody, I don't know, take it how it resonates for your situation, okay? One last little nugget for my fireflies, please. One last little nugget for my fireflies. I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. What is your goal? What do you want? Okay, Spirit is protecting you. They're there. God, the angels, you know, whoever you want to call it, you're strongly protected. Okay, so do the hard thing. Be courageous. I am loved beyond measure. Work on your self-worth. Love yourself first. You will attract what you are, who you are. Okay? All right, my fireflies, I hope this helped in some way. I hope it didn't beat anybody up too much. Sometimes I can be, like, you know, like sometimes I'll watch tarot readings and people are like, you just need to do this. Like, you just need to do this. And I'm like, fuck off. Like, and it makes you feel like shit. So I in no way, shape, or form ever want anybody to feel like shit. Especially after all that you've gone through. That must be so incredibly painful. And I know how it feels to be in something that just doesn't feel good. So this is a transitional time. It's a little bit stagnant. It's not necessarily what you want, but Spirit's really asking you to be courageous, to put yourself first, to love yourself first, to take the time to heal and to reflect, to honor your feelings so that they can bring you what you want. Okay, somebody, you might feel like a piece of crap, but somebody loves the hell out of you. And that through these messages and just through those songs especially are, and even if you don't know this person yet, like, you know, that's potential energy that somebody loves you that much is just hopeful. Okay, try to remain hopeful and choose yourself over and over and over, because being trapped in the past is a cold, lonely place. And I would hate for that for you. For any of my beloved magical fireflies. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. If this resonated and you hate my guts, please hit the like button. Please share and subscribe. The subscriptions mean so much to me. It really, yeah, I love doing this so much, and the more people follow, the more I get to continue to do it, and hopefully to be of service is the big goal. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.